ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा, ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत हैं पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क, धूप छांव में फर्क, बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this webinar of Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai presented by the management of Franchise India with an aim to introduce you with a new business opportunity, FTT at 12 o'clock. Today also we have a great business opportunity for all of you. But before we'll start talking about the brand and introduce you with the brand, let me just run you through with the Q&A process. If you have any questions during the webinar, I would request you to please type your questions and leave into Q&A box and avoid raising your hands. So during the webinar, you can keep writing your questions and leave your queries into the Q&A box. We will answer all your questions in this live webinar by the end of our presentation. So with this, I would like to welcome all our participants and panelists who have joined us. Our today's brand is CW, which is CRA Wall. They are into organic fruit products. They have a finest quality and variety of health, nutrition, and authentic food items. They call it a dark store. We do have Ms. Soumya, the co-founder of CRA Wall, here on this panel today with us. We have Mr. Ashok. He's a consultant and he'll be helping you in understanding the commercial and the investment part. We have Mr. Aditya, who's leading this brand from Franchise India, and we'll be connecting with you post this webinar for one-to-one discussion. So I would like to welcome you all here on this panelist. And now I would like to request Ms. Soumya to take the lead and tell us more about the brand, the products, and also about the business opportunity you have to share with our participants. Over to you, Ms. Soumya.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. And thank you so much, Neha. Yeah, so as I'll just share my screen with you and okay, so dry fruits, healthy products, nutritious products, these are not a new thing actually. But the idea behind is basically the thought which makes it special and new. After COVID, what happened was everybody was, shocked, because according to us, we were all healthy and we were doing well. But suddenly COVID struck and the second wave was brutal. We all were affected. So we were questioning a lot of our life choices, maybe food choices. So, I mean, I don't want to go to the data, but yes, post COVID, there was a sudden awareness towards healthy eating. You know, people were looking towards things which were there. You know, sometimes things are in the presence, you just in front of your eyes, but you just take them for granted. So this is what was happening. So post COVID, then people were aware and were thinking too much about, how to keep themselves healthy, how to build in immunity. So I just forgot to actually mention that I'm a dietitian. So post COVID, this usually I was just focusing on weight loss and maybe certain lifestyle disorders. But post COVID, then there were patients, those who were asking me how to build in, how to increase their immunity. There is no rocket science behind it, actually. It's about eating well, eating nutritious food, eating good food coming from good sources. And the coming generation is something where we feel, people are more dependent on outside, cooked food they're getting from outside or not cooking themselves. So here, their dependence on good snacks which they can rely on is again very, very important here. So I always had this thought of doing something with food products. Post COVID was the right time where I thought, maybe I can educate people, make people more aware about it. So I started this brand, which is CRA Wall. Why we named it CRA Wall? Because we all have different cravings. sometimes good, sometimes bad. So I wanted to have a range of products where you are satisfying your cravings and you are not diverting or deviating from the healthy source of food. So we started with super seeds, flex seeds, and chia seeds, raisins, cinnamon. All these products were basically immunity boosters. If you take them in certain amount at good time, these can certainly work really well for your immunity and health. So the first 6, 7 products which we had launched, that those were chia seed, flaxseed, raisins, pink salt, cinnamon, seed mix, seed and berry, basil, quinoa, and Kashmiri garlic. These are not very common products. If you see, we Kashmiri garlic, you'll not find like commonly. You will not find it on in your local market. Hawkers are selling it. No, it's not like that. And good quality pink salt is also not something which you can find anywhere at any grocery store. So our thought behind it was that our product should be a little exclusive, from a good source, good quality, good product, so that people can choose it without putting too much thought into it. So there we started with on our on all the online platforms, and I'll say that beginning was a little rough, but later on we picked up. And then in the second year, we thought of we were thinking of increasing our line of products. So then we introduced dry fruits like almonds, cashews, and all those. Along with it, we also wanted to make it a little versatile, so we had some more spices added up to it. So we have very good quality of certain spices. So now we have a total of 21 products, and we are adding more to it. So I mean, as a dietitian, I always thought, people those who come to me, they know most of it. Like yesterday only, I had a patient who was 70-year-old person. He came to me and he said, "See, beta, मैं तो सारी चीजें अच्छे से खाता हूँ, सारा सारा healthy product ही, सारा healthy चीज ही खाता हूँ. But the thing is, maybe you are eating cashews, maybe you're eating almonds, you're buying it from a local vendor, from where you do not know the source of it, from where it is coming, the hygiene part, which is basically the most important aspect, because the local market where they sell open dry fruit or spices, hygiene is out of the door. And India is one country where though our immunity is stronger that ways, but still, when you are thinking of eating something to increase your immunity and thinking of maybe becoming healthier with certain product, and but the source basically from where you are taking it is making it completely like in the opposite direction. So the hygiene, the packaging is where you have to make a difference. Quality, the sources, I mean, you cannot buy it from a vendor and pack it in good packaging and sell it. No, that is a big no. So the quality becomes the high priority for us. So that's where I feel we were making a difference. And then we started in our very first year only, few of the corporates in which I mean, I was a writing, so I was in touch with those. So they contacted me. They wanted a range of good gifts, healthy gifts. So we introduced our gifting options as well. And I was amazed by the response, because I was thinking, that is at the expensive, I mean, that is actually expensive than the usual range of product. But people were, the kind of awareness we had in the corporate, they were opting a lot for it. So I feel, if I talk about the vision behind it, that was basically to, make more people aware about it, and of course, make money. No business can run without money. So then we started then we started researching of how to, make it more profitable and take it ahead. So that ways, then we came up with two things, which is online platform, offline, that dark store, and then gifting options. So through all these three options, we've been doing a decent business. And as you all know, in India, the organic food industry has been doing really well. post-COVID. I'll take you to the next slide. So as I told you, this tree shows the first few products which we had. These are actually really close to my heart, because each product, when I added to this range, I actually studied a lot. I did a lot of research. All these gluten free and trans fat, all these things are not just on the slide here. I have actually seen what, where, and how to use them, so that it is more beneficial to you. And honestly, if like Kashmiri garlic, no, not everybody knows that the potency of Kashmiri garlic is way too much. 10 cloves of normal garlic and 1 clove of Kashmiri garlic is equivalent. Then we talk about chia seed a lot. I have chia seed in the range, but then nobody knows that basil seeds are actually equivalent to, chia seed. They are Indian chia seeds. But yes, I mean, people are more aware of chia seed and they are not aware of basil seed. But when I saw during our when I was just going through the sale, I saw basil seeds were doing really well, better than chia seeds, because the kind of description we had, that was making people aware of how to use it, in which place we have to use it. Then the super seed mix and seed and berry mix. This is something which is a healthy snack to go, and you will find it not everywhere, but yes, if you will see in corporates, or there is this concept of munching, wherein you can find these things commonly now. So these few products have been doing really, really well. And for surprisingly, cinnamon also. Cinnamon is one of the most ordered item on Amazon and Flipkart from our range of products. As I said, Indian organic food market has been doing really well. I mean, I don't want to go into the data, but I know that in the coming 10 years, the CAGR is, around 22%. And I mean, it's just the assumption. I feel it is going to be more than 25%, because the kind of awareness we are having now, and people are, people are more inclined towards eating good, eating organic food. If you can authenticate the source, if you this kind of market is really good for our kind of business. Now, as I already said, organic food. If we talk about organic food in the past, I mean, if we are talking about like 10 years back, I mean, it was coming up. People were getting to know it, but it wasn't like, now today, if we talk, out of 10 people, 8 will be aware of what organic food is. So again, it's not, you can't fool also people. You have to have proper certification for such things. And there are certification, not only FSSAI, but other things are also authenticating the quality of your food. Then dry fruits. You cannot deny dry fruits are a must part of our diet. Whether it's simply breakfast, or it is snack, or it is gifting, dry fruits are everywhere. So dry fruits again become a really good product for if you have price control, if you have good quality, nice packaging. This is doing really well in the market. Online shopping. If I talk about, even if I have stopped going to the grocery store, almost like 70% less than what I used to. Post COVID, we all are dependent on online shopping, be it grocery, be it clothes, be it anything. So the rise of online shopping is again a very, very positive thing for us. Because if you have online presence for your product, then it is just a boom which can create a very nice market. Then I mean, lifestyle diseases, diabetes, hypertension, these are very common. And post COVID, the most our immunities have been compromised a lot. So common cold and cough have also become really, really problematic. So the line of products which you have, like spices and the combination of our kahwa, Kashmiri kahwa, that is very, very effective for such things. So I feel if we put a little awareness, if we educate people a little, maybe, promote it in certain way, then it is, because for me, it is doing really well. So I feel if we educate people more about it, it is going to do really well. Then government initiative, I mean, it is, the government has actually, it's about farmers. And when we are taking from, direct farmers, when we are more oriented towards it, government is also promoting it and supporting it in a very positive way. So in all, what I can say is, since people are getting more aware towards their health, and the market is also opening up, online market is also doing really well. So I feel this is the best line of product which can, make us all really happy, and take us all really, in a positive way ahead. Indian organic food market outlook. See, I mean, still remember the first wave when the COVID happened. Everybody was, first few days everybody was scared. First month maybe. Then after second month, people were kind of in a extended holiday. So there were lot of cooking. There was a lot of cooking, and the people were more oriented towards, maybe enjoying that time. Second COVID ray, when it came, people were affected. Then, so after that, then there was suddenly huge a huge rise in the market to, towards healthy and organic food, which shows here. So the percentage of, I mean, middle income group and high income group buying good products has also increased a lot. You know, and now high income group would always, think about taking good product, but even middle income group is considering taking a good product which is beneficial for health. So without any doubt, Indian dry fruit market is huge. And I mean, it is kind of like, as it's mentioned, growth rate is 6.8% in the, and that was to 2023. Excuse me. So in the coming year, it is going to increase. And the brand, see, there are a lot of brands, since I've been doing it from past 3 years. So the thing is, there are a lot of players in the market, but there are few limitations also to it. I mean, sometimes the taxation part, and sometimes some flaws from the farming side are affecting it. But in total, if you see, if you are going through an organized platform, these things are not kind of an obstacle for you. So where do you see, I mean, the most, I mean, we did the most business in the months of like starting from October till December. Then again, our business was rising from February, and we have upcoming orders, which for weddings and other things, till April, May, because these are the times when there are a lot of celebrations, marriages, and then you have Diwali and Holi also. So these festivals plus the marriages, these are the drivers for, taking this, especially the dry fruit industry. Now seeds and berries are also getting added up to it. So I have seen that in the coming orders, we have a combination of, gift, sorry, we have orders for gift hampers in combination of dry fruits along with seeds and berries and seeds. And India has the top most quality of dry fruits. Like for peanuts, almonds, and cashews, we are at number 2. Raisins at number 3. And I must tell you, there are like more than 20 kind of raisins which I have seen, and few. Because before that, when I did not do that research, when I went to the market, I just bought a simple packet of raisins. Now, when I go to the market, I know which is the best quality and how it looks. So India does have a lot of quality and variety in raisins, and it is actually at number 3, which is a supporting factor for us. Dried fig is at 4, walnuts at 6, and dates at 7. So India is very rich in terms of when we are talking about dry fruits and spices also. The southern part of our country is very rich, and we get a lot of good quality spices from that region. So now we'll talk about few flaws, of course. I mean, the thing is, most of the time, what I feel, this kind of product, why we sometimes don't do well, the basic reason is, you can't market it well in a way, because you can't educate. If you know what it is, then maybe you will be able to do it well for other people. So you have to have the knowledge, which I feel most of the people don't have. That again is a plus point for me, because I have studied these products really well. Then the taxation is again something which can put a little pressure on business in certain areas. And then consumers preferences, quality always comes expensive. You cannot buy quality for less prices. But sometimes eyes can be, fooled, because when we are talking about dry fruit and all these things, market is full of open product. So and open products with less price, sometimes people are not able to differentiate between good product and bad product. So that becomes a little problematic. But if you educate people well, that is the most important thing. If you are educating well, then you are marketing your product well. So we all are aware of our competition. There are few which have come in a very recent time, especially if you see this Namo Organics and all these products. These are not very old products. Haldiram, of course, PepsiCo and all these have been here from a very long time. But these products have been new. And online platforms like Amazon, Flipkart, Big Basket, they also have their own, line of product in this. Along with they sell our product, they also have their products on which they have less commission, and for us there is a lot of commission which they take. So that again becomes a little challenging. So this is self-explanatory actually. When we are talking about nutritious range of product, then of course we do have a certain area where we stand very strong. Now we are talking about our target segment. What I feel is the line of product which we have applies to everybody here. Everyone eats dry fruit. There is not a single person or a certain age group which will not eat dry fruit. So dry fruit is something which is on for anybody who eats, from like a 5-year-old to any age, 60, 70. Then we are talking about seeds and berry and spices. Seeds and berry, again, professionals of any age starting from 25 to further will go for that. And then spices are again on for households. And when we are talking about income group, I feel we have to target from the middle income group, because now middle income group has become really aware, and they also are participating and trying to get into that healthy eating thing. These are the rollout plan. This is the rollout plan for our, we are targeting these cities primarily, these states primarily, and hopefully in the second phase, we'll capture most of the India. Excuse me. Now, this is the business model. So there are two models, which is first is franchisee model, and the second one is dark store. So the franchisee model, of course, it needs a certain standardized prerequisite, like the land, the area required, and the initial investment is around 9 lakhs. It varies between 9 to 12 lakhs. And then there is inventory. So that 12 lakhs include your inventory also. Your inventory, your setup, your franchisee fees, everything. And then there is dark store, which we are already operating. So this is again how we are going to take it. When we are talking about franchisee, so this is how we are going to take it further. You have to have certain financial bandwidth, of course, but yes, it is a profitable business. Once you invest and educate people well, this is going to do certainly well. then anybody who has been into retail and who has some command over the market can do really well in this, because it's mostly because my corporate gifting is also because I had a certain connects prior to it. That's why those were doing really well. And anybody who is looking forward to invest in something upcoming and is do something with branded, not open market products, something branded, for them it will be really good. You want to add on to some add something on, Mr. Ashok?
I think thank you so much. So if you want to just please go back to the some of couple of previous slides where we are talking about the investment.
Here.
Yeah. Okay, so this is basically we are bringing two different opportunities. One is more like single unit franchise. So this is for the franchisee partners. They are going to set up exclusive store for CRA Wall, So, and their investment is going to be very low investment, as you can compare with any kirana store. If you look at a kirana store, somebody is investing like 15-20 lakh rupees in a kirana store, and he is operating on a very thin margins. In that business, grocery business, your margins are like 10%, 15%, and lower than even some products are less than 10%. So there is a big challenge for them. So their earnings are basically very limited. Here, what we are bringing exclusive stores. So you are going to have a complete range of our products in your store, and from this store you can do your walk-in direct retail sale, you can do online deliveries, you can do direct home sales. So you can keep your one marketing person or your that you can utilize. He can go basically generate direct demand. My next category, that was basically your corporate gifting or ritual gifting. Because we in India, if you look at, we are the nation of rituals. In every month, or we have some or other rituals, marriages, functions. So gifting is a very large segment. Plus, our product is very attractive. It can go into the corporate gifting as well. So you have the multiple channels to generate revenues. But what we have considered in this financial projection, we have considered a very low revenue projections. So we are not saying, we are not taking any aggressive projections where we can't demonstrate. We already, whatever we have achieved, we are taking far lower projections than that. So for a franchisee, he has to invest 5 lakh rupees in the store. So that includes his interior, fit out, franchisee fees, and everything. Right? Plus 5 lakh rupees, 5 to 6 lakh rupees, he has to purchase inventory. Right? And then basically this inventory he has to sell. And his margins, because we have organic products and a wide range of product categories. So your margins on each product will vary from 15% to maximum up to 30%. Right? My franchisee has to also take care of the end consumer discounts. That's typically 5 to 10%. So if you look at if you start making like sales of like 10,000 rupees or 15,000 rupees per day, within 18 months you can make a break even. So whatever the capex that you invested of like 9 lakh rupees, you recover that amount in 9 months, sorry, in 18 months. And your agreement period for this project is your 5 years, and after 5 years it's auto renewal. So my franchisee has to not do any kind of further investment. Yes, for store renovation, they need to do a little bit of investment, and they can run the same store for the next 5 years. Right. Second option, we are bringing opportunity, that is dark store. So dark store, basically, if you look at some of the categories, they have a basically fixed operating hours. As like you can consider your fruit or vegetable store. You can look at your medical store, or you can look at your milk booth. Milk booth has a business for in the morning and in the evening, and during the daytime you have no business to do. right? So for these kind of partners, we are bringing dark store strategy. So their investment is just only they need to do little bit of branding, and plus they need to pay a security deposit of 1 lakh rupee. So 50,000 rupees for branding, just put signage and branding, and 1 lakh rupee for refundable security deposit. And they need to purchase inventory from the brand, and then simply they need to sell this, right? And they enjoy a margin of like between 10 to 20% margin. Your company is also generating organic leads for you, and these will be supplied to our franchisee stores. So dark store, their investment, if you look at the investment, is only your 50,000 rupees, right? But 50,000 rupees investment can give you 30-40,000 rupees monthly income, monthly profit for your business. And working capital is a 3 or 4 lakh rupees that you basically buy inventory. So the day you want to exit from the business, company will take that inventory and they will refund your security deposit. So it's dark store is a very, very lucrative, attractive business for the existing retail stores, which are not in the same category. Yes, Soumya, now we can move to the next slide, please.
Yeah. Just a minute. Just a minute.
Yeah. Okay. And these small stores, basically, if you look at the modern type of stores, they do really well in even local markets. We are not looking for like expensive locations, so we want to have strategic locations, even a society or a town of like 2,000 families, 1,000 families, or even like 500 families. In those kind of markets or areas, this business will do really well. So for my franchisee partner, we are looking for the partners who are going to set up exclusive franchisee store. Yes, if you look at the financial bandwidth, it's a very low investment model, 9 lakh rupees or of capex plus 5-6 lakh rupees of inventory. So in 15 lakh rupees, you start your business, right? And yeah. So now, what kind of support you will get from the brand once you start the franchisee? So yes, in terms of your store development and setup, company will provide you complete guidance in terms of your architecture of the store layout, design. So these will be provided to you in terms of equipment sourcing, like POS requirement or your furniture requirement. So this equipment will be provided by the company at cost. So even their company is very open. If you have better like vendors who can develop your store at a better rate, will prefer that. In terms of your product supply, you need to basically source all of your inventory from the brand, and they will supply all inventory at your doorstep. In terms of training, so training for your system training, product training, marketing training, so that will be done by the brand. But your responsibility, you need to as a franchisee partner, you can run your own store where you can save a cost of 1%, right? And plus you get your profit on the business. How you need to going to like interact with the customers, how you are going to do the sales to the corporate in terms of corporate gifting. So these trainings will be provided to you, and company will also conduct frequent visit to your store to review the performance, audit your performance and efforts, and advise if if you face any challenges, right? On ongoing support, yes, company will keep supplying you consistent inventory, and they will also secure your profit margins on products. So we support my franchisee makes better profit margins. In terms of marketing, company is already doing digital marketing, so you will be supported by digital and social media marketing, and end consumer discount and promotional schemes will be run by company. right? And local marketing material requirements. So whatever the local marketing support that you need in terms of content design, that will be provided by the brand. Yeah. Next slide, please.
Just a minute, my system is hanged. Just a minute.
Okay. Yeah, so I think this concept, and we are not targeting premium markets and very expensive locations. We are looking at the strategic market, tier 2 cities, tier 3 cities, where your operating cost is uh, lower, right? And these at these locations, we are saying this business is going to be profitable. And apart from these, some of the premium locations, if my franchisee, if somebody has the good location in a premium markets, they can also we can consider that, because in premium locations, premium markets, we have more customer to buy product, so there the sales projections that we have considered as of now are very conservative, very low, but franchisee can make more profit if they sell more. So in premium markets also, this concept will work. Okay, so with this we will end the presentation now. Neha, we can take up the queries, please.
Yeah, we have some questions from the audience side. Ma'am, first question is that how is the unsold inventory managed? And what if it's expiring? So will the brand take it back?
So for inventory planning, it's now my franchisee has to report 2 months in advance that inventory is going to expire in 2 months. Okay, so there basically company will take that inventory. We will supply at a higher selling locations. So rotation will be provided by the company.
And what is the source of these material from whatever products you're offering? What is the source? Supply chain. Can you explain the supply chain also?
So I will add first, then I will ask Soumya ji to add further. The entire supply chain, how is being done. So this is basically we do direct sourcing from the farmers. So we have the like large network of farmers. We do direct sourcing. Then at our warehouse, we do like this grading processing of these products, packaging, pricing, that is done at our warehouse. And we have the certification for organic products. So that's the responsibility we are taking care. And from our warehouse, we will deliver to franchisee stores. Right. So that is the entire supply chain that's managed by the company. Soumya ji, you can add some more.
I think this is what covers it all. We are sourcing it directly from farmers and the sources from where it is coming directly, and the quality check is done there also. When we are buying, we are making sure we are buying it from good sources, and then the grading is done later on. When before packing, we check and see if it is up to mark, and packaging is done with proper air sealing and all other whatever precautions you can take along with that.
Okay, great. So one of our investors, potential investors, is asking what is CRA Wall. So I will explain what is CRA Wall.
Yeah,
CRA Wall is basically the wall of cravings, right? As Soumya has mentioned, whatever cravings you have. So CRA Wall is wall of cravings. I think it's self-explanatory that once it's explained. Anything you want to add, Soumya on this?
No, see, basically, as I said, the widget behind it was, to satisfy your cravings without getting deviated from your, target health. So that is basically wall of craving. Craver.
Yeah, one more thing I want to add here, Aditya. Now, see, this is a dry fruit business, right? You look at the product category. There is no expiry on these products. This expiry, we are keeping expiry because
Yes.
taste of the product is not spoiled.
Yeah.
So to maintain the taste and quality, we keep the expiry date. Otherwise, in these product categories, there is no expiry date.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Ashok ji here, because see, I've been doing it from some time. Though we keep a certain expiry on all the products, but if you look at it, it's basically if the taste starts to spoil and there is oil coming, from the I mean, like there is the walnut, you can see the difference when it is getting, oily, a little more oilier than its normal course, or there is some powder like substance. So if you're storing it properly, then it is not going to go bad, like in real quick time or something. You have to really store it properly, airtight, and without a place without moisture.
Yeah, absolutely.
Breakup of 9 lakh investment. Some investors asking the breakup of the 9 lakh investment, which we have mentioned in the slide. 9 lakh. I think Ashok ji can handle this.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so Aditya, here if you talk about the 9 lakh rupees investment, so 9 lakh investment, we are saying total investment including your inventory, where your 5 lakh, you can say 4 lakh rupees of inventory, you can consider 5 lakh rupees, we are saying 2 lakh rupees franchisee fee. So your actual setup cost is only 3 lakh rupees. Where is your like 90,000 rupees you invest on your equipments? So that's your like a billing desk you require a system for POS for billing. So 90,000 is cost for that, and around 2 lakh rupees, 2.1 or 2.2 lakh rupees is the cost for your setup. So around 1,000 or 1,200 rupees per square feet is your cost for setup.
Okay. Any more questions, anyone? They can just type in. Ma'am, can you just mention what companies are competing against us? Any competitors you have in mind?
See the upcoming ones, like which we have in the past 2-3 years. There are few brands which have their online presence uh, over like Amazon or Flipkart. You are basically competing with them, because if we talk about Haldiram and all those things, they don't sell packed dry fruits. They have gift hampers for sure, but they do not have any old brand is not putting dry fruits or seed berries or anything like that in packed standardized packs. Only in gift hampers they have. So the last 3-4 years, we have certain brands like Namo and a few I just skipped. I mean, like those which have come, and they only have that kind of packaging, and they only are catering to the way we are catering to customer. So those only are our competition.
Yeah, yes, Aditya, here I would like to add, if you look at the real competition, so we are not competing with anyone. We are just bringing a low investment opportunities for the franchisee buyers, basically, who can be benefited from this low investment model, and they can make a good earning from that. So our segment is different, our investment offering is different, our product offering is different, and the support that we are going to provide to the franchisee, that is different, right? So that's the positioning that we take in the market.
Ma'am, how many total SKUs your brand is offering?
21.
This is across products.
Yeah.
This 21 as of now, but company is adding more.
Yes, we are
product.
in process of adding more products to it. Right now, I am studying and researching few more products, and will be adding them very soon. So 21 are there right
Correct. Yeah, 15 more in pipeline. So those will be added very soon.
now. Yeah.
Dark store concept work. Somebody is asking, how does dark store concept work? I think Ashok ji has explained that existing owners of fruit stalls, vegetable stalls,
Yeah, milk
grocery
booths.
stalls, right?
Absolutely.
Can work with these. And who
Yeah.
provides the leads? Any minimum number of leads assurance per day?
Yeah, so there is we are not giving any kind of insurance or any guarantee for the lead. So basically, company will support you in terms of digital marketing. So whatever the organic lead we generate, we will give to our franchisee partner or dark store partner in that area. Plus, my dark store player, he has to generate the lead and he has to do the sales. Okay, because we are not taking any investment from our dark store partner, it's just only 1 lakh rupees security deposit that is fully refundable, and my dark store partner has to buy inventory of 4 lakh rupees from us and he has to do the sales. In terms of marketing support and guidance, that as we are providing to our franchisee partners, similar support my dark store partners will receive from the brand.
I think that is it, I guess, question answers. Somebody is asking a system of purchasing products. System of purchasing products for franchisee, I believe the brand will provide all of the products to the franchises and dark stores. So if that is the question, I think that is the brand will give it. That is a give and take. I guess. It is given.
Yeah, so
But I think
company
he's
will
asking that.
provide you inventory at a wholesale price, right?
Yes.
And then basically you sell this to the end consumer at a sales price. MRP of the product is different. So after discounts, there's a sales price that my franchisee or dark store partner has to sell. So the pricing mechanism is the same for my franchisee stores as well as for my dark store partners.
I think we have answered the questions which were here. Yeah, you can take it forward, I guess.
Thank you so much, Aditya. Thank you, Ms. Soumya and Mr. Ashok. Guys, I'm sure the brand details which we have provided to you in today's webinar are going to help you in understanding the brand in detail. Though we try to take up maximum questions from the Q&A box, but again, it's very clear that in a small webinar, it's not possible to understand each and everything in detail. So Aditya is going to get in touch with you for one-to-one discussion, and he's going to take the conversation further and to connect you with Ms. Soumya. I would request Aditya to please drop down his contact details into the chat window. In case you want to connect with Mr. Aditya for one-to-one discussion, you can directly reach out to him on his direct number. Also, tomorrow again, we are coming up with a new business opportunity for all of you, as we are committed in sharing a business opportunity every day at 12 o'clock for all of you, for your business prospect and for the information and industry and different industries. So tomorrow, the business opportunity we are coming up to share with you is with Standard Bakers and Fast Food. They are there in market since 1947, and they have full operations experience of 77 plus years. They are into F&B, bakery, and other things into bakery items. Basically, they're into multi-cuisine, and starting the business opportunity, the investment is 16 lakh onwards. So you can join us tomorrow sharp 12 p.m. I have already dropped down the registration link into chat window. You can click on the registration link and you can get yourself registered in advance and join us tomorrow at sharp 12 p.m. Thank you so much, everyone. I can still see coming. I can still see some of you writing some questions into the Q&A box. So Aditya is going to get in touch with you maybe today or maybe by maximum by tomorrow, and we'll take up all the questions in one-to-one discussion. So thank you so much, Ms. Soumya, for your time. I hope everyone, you will have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much.